Hey, this is your old friend Homer down here on the farm. Hope y'all are okay. We all doing fine. Doing okay far as I know. Me and Hermina and Aunt Sulu and Uncle Irvin and all of them down here is doing good, and all the kids and grandkids. I reckon we're doing well down here. Yeah, I hope y'all are okay. Want to say hello to cousin Liddell there. I hope you doing good, son. I'm glad you all right. Haven't talked to y'all in a while, and I thought I'd get you caught up on all the happenings down here, around town and down here in the county and over yonder and other place. Here in the country, lots of stuff going on, yeah. But anyway, me and Hermina and Aunt Sulu and Uncle Irvin, we're sitting around drinking some iced tea on the porch and talking. We was just wondering, how the Hogg family was doing over there. They live over there at Skunk Holler, you see. And they kin to us on Hermina's side, the Hogg family, H-O-G-G, Hogg. Yeah, they get a lot of ribbon about that, but they're good people. They're clean. They pay their bills. They go to church regular, But the Hogg family, and his name is Ura, and her name is Ima. So it's Uncle Ura and Aunt Ima Hogg. Yeah, that's their names. It really is. They had a bunch of kids over there. It's Skunk Holler down there and out in the woods at the end of the dirt roads, good people. But we was just talking about, stuff that was going on down there. Here a while back one Sunday, she cooked a big meal for the preacher, and the preacher come down there and they was sitting around the table and, having a good meal. Well, about that time, what they didn't know, that their old Tomcat, Beelzebub, had snuck in there and was walking across the floor. Well, he got over there in the corner of the dining room there. They was eating their meal, and that old Tomcat just pranced across there and got over there in the corner and commenced to making a racket. And coughed up a great big old hairball right there in the dining room in front of everybody, embarrassed. Ain't I'm a real bad. And the next time we went over there, that old Tomcat was nowhere to be found. He was gone. Yeah. But anyway, last time we heard, the Tomcat's name was Beelzebub, and he ended up over there in the next town in the alley behind the fish market, living a good life. Yeah, old Tomcat. Lucky old thing that he, survived, after that embarrassing time over there at the Hogg house. But anyway, they tell me that the people there, he's a living in the alley behind the fish market, having a good life. And they put a little bandana on his head and put a little eye patch on him and strapped a little plastic sword on his side, and he's running around back there in the alley like a pirate. Yeah. And people there in town feeds him little tidbits. He's got the good life, got a bunch of girlfriends back there, and keeps down the rat population. Yeah, and all the people there in that strip of stores back in the alley, they're glad old Beelzebub takes care of things, so he's okay. But that was one little story. Next thing we heard, that old Uncle Ura had been scheduled to go over there in town to the clinic, at the hospital over there, the little county hospital. They was going to do one of them a colposcopy there. And so they scheduled him to do that, you see, and they ended up giving him 2 big old jugs of stuff that they told him to go home and before bedtime drink them gallon jugs of stuff before he come back for his testes, the colposcopy. Well, He did. He drank all that stuff, 2 big old gallon jugs of stuff. He worked on it all afternoon, and then come bedtime. Well, I say bedtime, but he didn't sleep none. Some of them that come by after prayer meeting, they drove by there, and they heard him out there in the outhouse, and they said that he was hollering and crying and praying out there in the outhouse. They could hear him out there all night long, yeah. But anyway, they got him took care of, and I reckon he was all right. But that was rough. Wow, yeah. But anyway, and they live out there, you know, with the kids, and Aunt Ima's mama, the mother-in-law, her name is Lovinia Dill Pal. Lovinia, Miss Lovinia. They call her Granny Dill, see? And they keep her there. She's in the back bedroom in the bed. She ain't right. She hadn't been good since, well, what happened was, a few years back, she lived, you know, over on her own over there at another house, but she had a farm and had some cows and goats and chickens and stuff. Well, anyway, Granny Dill that day, she put on her red apron, and she went out there in the barn and to get some eggs, you know, for breakfast. And she had on a red apron that had some long apron strings hanging down there. And she went out there in the barn and bent over there to reach down and get them eggs for breakfast. Well, she didn't know that her old billy goat, great big old billy goat, and was a hiding. The billy goat's name was, let's see, they named him Bushwhacker. Yeah, 'cause he'd sneak up on you. Mean old goat, he was. But anyway, she was bent over there to get them eggs, and that apron string was hanging down, and he saw that and run over there and grabbed that apron string and pulled her down and drug her all around the inside of that barn, flopping her and wallering around her, hollering. It was terrible. It was a spectacle. It was. Well, time they got out there and got her loose from old Bushwhacker there, she never was right after that. She just would stare off into space, and all she could do was say, nanny, nanny, nanny. That's all she could do. You know, her mind just left her. But, you know, it went to a happy place as far as I know, 'cause she'd sing and she'd just say, nanny, nanny, nanny. But they had to take her over to the house, the Hoggs did, Hogg family. And they took care of her there, kept her in the back bedroom, kept her in the bed. I remember one Christmas, you know, Ima and Ura had to go to town to get some stuff for Christmas and left the kids there. And when they got back, the kids had propped Granny Dill up in the bed and covered her over with Christmas lights and Christmas balls and tinsel like a Christmas tree. And there she sat, lights a blinking, going, nanny, nanny, nanny. They got in trouble. Them kids got in trouble because of that. And one other thing, and then I'll hush and let you get on with your lives. Hope y'all are okay. But anyway, they got a Granny Dill, one of them there, little electric scooters to roll around in. Well, one day they got her up and got her in that little electric scooter and got her in the front room there watching TV. Well, they wasn't paying attention. Some of them, they was out of the house, and some of them had gone down the road to get the mail or something, and there she sat in her little scooter by herself. Well, she got loose. She got out the front door and got down the yard and the road, and before they could catch up with her, she was in town, there at the town square, chasing people around there in the town square, just running that little scooter after people, scared folks. And here she's run over here, running after people and kids and dogs, scared them pretty bad. But they got her back to the house, and I reckon she was okay. But anyway, you know, there's a lot going on over at the Hogg family house down there at Skunk Holler. They live over there close to that town. It's a town called Skeeter Branch down there. Little town down there. But anyhow, that's the story. Hope y'all liked it. Yeah, and lots going on here in the country, but we loved y'all, and y'all be good now. We'll get back with you another time, and y'all take care of yourselves and be good, and we'll talk at you later, okay? Bye.